Grab your what?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What do you want to ask me about?
I was wondering more about my grandpa.
Yeah, want to connect with him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So with Grandpa, the first thing he's showing me, he's like kind of making my lips do this funny thing here. Do you know if either he had a habit of mumbling when he talked, or he had a habit of like having a weird like wobble with his lips whenever he would communicate?
Yes.
Okay, because he's like doing this for me, so I'm like getting this whole vibe with him. He also keeps pointing to his heart. Do you know if his heart was starting to fail or gave him some issues?
He passed from drinking too much alcohol.
Okay, I kind of feel like it triggered a cardiac event, and like his heart just gave up because it couldn't cope with trying to process all of that. So I'm thinking it was something that was affecting the heart as well. It's almost like the toxicity raised up, and then it affected his oxygen levels, which I
Yes.
feel also led to the cardiac event. He also makes me feel. Thank you. Do y'all know if he had actually been dealing with physical pain before this happened? Like other physical pain?
Not that I know of.
Okay, because he's pointing to his legs. So either there was something happening that was triggering issues in his legs, or he was feeling these weird like sensations that might have felt like a little bit like needles. Where he was either he wasn't trying to complain, or it just was causing some issues with him. Do y'all remember him like having to like stretch his legs out a lot, or like always like hitting his legs sometimes just to kind of get it to wake up?
Yes.
Okay, that's the thing that I'm talking. You know how like when your leg is waking up in that needle sensation. So he's acknowledging
Yes.
this was getting worse, or this was starting to become an issue for him. And so some of the times he would drink a little extra or more because well, one is he didn't know how to manage that properly, but also at the same time like he was trying to self-medicate. He didn't want to go to the doctor or deal with like hearing bad news, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So acknowledging that. He has shown me the number 23rd. Do you know if the 22nd or 23rd? Do you know if the 22nd 23rd is connected?
I know the 21st is. The 22nd or the 23rd, I don't know for sure.
That's okay. I'm getting the 23rd. I was thinking maybe the 22nd, but I'm going to say the 23rd. So I'll leave that with you. You might have to think about it. If it's not the 23rd of a month, then it would be February 3rd. But that's how I would
Okay.
type. He also, thank you. He triggered a picture to fall or to break. So did y'all have something happen where a picture fell or broke?
Yes. My little sister picture fell.
Got it. So he's just acknowledging that he was trying to get y'all's attention or trying to let y'all know he was around. So he's making reference to this. Ladybugs are a connection to him. So he might send ladybugs, and y'all may have experience with ladybugs. Also, did he work on a farm, or did he work around lemon or orange trees when he was younger?
Not that I know of. I know that he lived in like the city, but my mom, we lived in Florida, so we were around like a bunch. We had like a field that we used to live by.
Yeah. Oh, you and your mom used to live by a field?
Yes.
Were there orange groves or lemon groves there?
Yes, a bunch on
Okay,
the floor everywhere.
got it. Okay, so because he was showing me, I was like, "What is he talking about?" Because okay, where do you want to go with that? There's another person.
I know who that is.
There's another person. Because this other person, I'm tying them into where y'all lived at, and I'm like, what's this about? Do you have another female that's passed? Like a great granny or granny?
My step family, their grandma just passed. So
Okay,
yeah, their
so
grandma just passed.
does she have did they have to give her oxygen, or did they have to help her because there was issues with the lungs, respiratory system? Okay, so she's there, and then there's another male that's also passed as well, but the other male I want to say is either younger or he's not as old as your grandpa, because I want to say that this is the younger male. This person is a little bit of a I want to say they're like a little funny because I feel like they're trying to make jokes, and I feel like some of them are learning, some of them don't make sense. I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to say with that, but he's like coming across in this way. He's kind of a goofball. He also is playing music. With this other male, do you know if he had a connection to music, or there was something made for him that's musical?
So my brother, yes, he done music. He done it all. Yes.
Oh, got it. Perfect. So he's just acknowledging the music connection to him. He also keeps acknowledging. Thank you. Did he live with y'all at the orange groves or where the oranges were at?
Yes, he did.
Because he's the one giving me the orange grove, so that's where I'm getting all of that from. So he's making reference to this. Did you also do a ritual with making a letter, or putting a letter and burning it, or writing a letter and then doing something at like a place with it?
Yes. I write all the time, and I have like a special place I go to that I write letters.
Perfect. So he's acknowledging that. Where you go to, is there a well or like a hole that goes into the ground, like it's connected to water?
Yes, it's like a little, well, when it rains too much, they have a little drain. So yes,
Yeah,
I usually
yeah,
just
okay.
throw
'Cause
them down there
the
sometimes.
water, yeah, he's just acknowledging that. He's going to send you birds, and you might have an experience with a very interesting type of bird when you do that next time. Okay.
Okay, perfect,
Yeah,
perfect.
he's with you, sweetheart. He's at peace, by the way, so he doesn't want you to worry about him. He says, "I'm fine." He's fine.
All right, I thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Well, you take care of yourself, sweetheart.
You too.
Bye.